Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to the AIG Stadium as you join us here at the very start of August for the final pre-season fixture of the summer, as today Salford City welcome League One's Bradford City here to Moor Lane. And Peter Klimowski's side head into this final friendly of pre-season having won all three of their previous matches, the latest coming up at Carlisle United on Tuesday night, a 2-0 win for Salford midweek, with frontman Macaulay Langstaff scoring the 2 goals on the night. And with competitive football for Salford now just 1 week away, Salford are lining up this afternoon with a very strong starting 11 to close off this pre-season. And that starting 11 begins with the goalkeeper, with Norris starting once again in goal. The back four will see Turton on the right, development squad left back Carson on the left, and Aluwo and Aimson at centre back. In the middle it'll be Powell and Butcher, and then listen to this front four for Salford today. Langstaff up top, supported by Sesse from midfield, Namai returning to the left, and on the right it's our first chance today to see new signing Luke Molyneux. And just a quick mention for Bradford City before kick-off, 2 trialists will feature today for Graham Alexander's starting 11, but there will be a start for the returning Ibou Touré, who enjoyed so much success here at Moor Lane in his 6 seasons as an AMI. Well, the final pre-season friendly of the summer about to get started here at the AIG Stadium. With the coin toss taking place, Ibou Touré, the captain for Bradford City this afternoon, in the centre circle with Salford's captain for today, Adi Aluwo. And I mentioned the 2 trialists starting for Bradford. The full starting 11 is McCracken in goal, Touré right, Gillespie, Murphy, Phillips, Humphries, Jackson, Cartwright, and the 2 trialists. And I suspect one of those trialists doesn't have a number on his back, and he's right in front of the kick-off, which is about to take place here at Moor Lane. Referee just checking with both goalkeepers. So for one last pre-season friendly, it will be Salford attacking left to right in this first half, and it's Bradford City who gets us started here at the AIG Stadium. Norris picking up the ball, rolling it to Will Aimson. Here's Carson, who's impressed so much in pre-season, the development squad left back, who plays a good ball down the left-hand side there for Langstaff to pursue. Langstaff being held up here, but holding the ball up well. Here's Namai with his first touch, and Carson on the overlap plays it back here to Molyneux, tries to turn there. He's not giving the ball up, but it will get scrambled clear by Bradford City. There's Turts inside to Sesse. Turton continues his run. So we've had an attack on the left-hand side and now on the right-hand side for Salford early doors in this pre-season friendly here at Moor Lane. Here's Sesse, Turton, down the line back to Sesse. Sesse has been a bit outmanoeuvred there by Gillespie. Foul given. And, Powell to take this. On the bench on Tuesday nights, but he too is impressed. New signing that has come in from Rotherham United in the close season. He's over the ball at the moment with Kelly Namai, who's took a knock in pre-season, but thankfully returning today. Namai leaves it for Powell, who's making a run. Namai just left here. But I think Powell will whip the ball in. In it comes towards the near post area, but gathered by McCracken. It's an awkward roll out there, with far too many bodies in the way of the goalkeeper. Aluwo recovers the ball, Powell crosses it in, and well, again, that's not the best of defending from Bradford, as the trialist leaving it with Aimson not too far away. Bradford get away with it. There's Cartwright. That's a great ball by Cartwright out to the right-hand side. Kept in play with a supporting run here being offered by Jackson. Back out to the right hand side, crossed into the box, and awkward clearance there by Butcher on his standing leg. Goes out of play for a corner to Bradford. Torre goes over to take this corner. Back-to-back promotions with Salford back in the National League days. Torre to take this corner from the right-hand side for Bradford City. In it comes, but there's Aluo to head the ball clear. And he pursues this at pace, but the trialist getting the ball back to his goalkeeper. And it's played long. Another one there by Wright, but goes through to Norris in the Salford goal. It's Torre to Sesse. Turton. Butcher. Aimson. Turton again. Turton playing the ball long down this near side here. Molyneux's having his shirt pulled. And that's been not spotted by the linesman. In fact, I think he's given a throw in. Torre then with this throw in. There's the trialist there playing the ball square along his 18-yard line. Nerfield to Jackson. Back to the right hand side the ball goes as the man nearly wins the ball back. Here's Wright playing the ball square here to Gillespie. Gillespie put the ball down this line here, but needed a bit more curl on it to stay in play. There's Turton with the throw in to Butcher. Aimson back to Butcher. And now Carson with a bit of space to move into, but the trialist comes over to slide in and close the door. There's Nerfield back to the trialist. Nerfield again, chipped over the top, looking for Humphreys. It's defended by Adioluwo, and that's a decent clearance, but Langstaff are judged offside. So we played 5 minutes here at the AIG Stadium, 0-0 the score. Gillespie to Torre. Back it comes to Gillespie. And now Wright. Wright will switch play, but misjudges that. Ball to Nerfield, out of play. Carson then, Salford youngster taking the throw into Powell. Ball's gone out of play. Another throw into Salford. And now Butcher with the ball back. It goes to Adioluwo. And now Ollie Turton. Turton to this near side, finds Molyneux. Back to Turts it goes. Here's Adioluwo. Turton. Not much room for Ollie here. And the shot, the pass down the line was defended. Aluwo's still there to help out. And now Turton clears his lines. Now the trialist defender on the ball. On the right of the back three, it looks like this afternoon. Right to Gillespie. And now the trialist midfielder picking up possession and switching play to Nerfield on the right hand side. Plays the ball into Jackson. Now to the trialist centre half. Played square to Cartwright. The trialist midfielder fouled there. Kick taken quickly. Here's Torre on this near side. Midfield to Gillespie. And now the trialist midfielder for Bradford played square to Cartwright, the other midfielder. And the trialist centre back on the right hand side plays the ball to Nerfield. Nerfield receives the ball there. Good pass by Jackson. Nerfield to the byline, crosses the ball in towards Torre on the back post area, heads it goalwards, but it's comfortably gathered by Norris. on the volley. Clears it, looking for Sesse, but Bradford back there to cover that off with Joe Wright clearing his lines. Here's Gillespie, Charles midfielder, who's had a busy opening 7 minutes or so in his distribution. Adioluwo coming over to head the ball clear. Here's Kelly Namai. Gets Salford a throw-in. About 4 throw-ins in the same place. Throw-in taken. Butcher to Carson and Powell. And now Langstaff driving forward into Bradford territory. Finds Molyneux on this right hand side. Molyneux now looking to take up Torre. Molyneux to the byline on his right foot, crosses the ball in towards the near post. Sesse was there, but he was being watched well by Joe Wright, who did just enough to stop Sesse going for the near post there with an effort and goal. Here's Aluwo to Butcher. And now Turton looking for Molyneux, came off Bradford foot, and out to play for a throw-in to Salford, which Ollie Turton is going to take now. Sesse and short for it. Back to Turton, who loses out. And it's Humphreys now. Humphreys with a lot to do, and Turton coming back to recover things. Commits a foul against Stephen Humphreys. Humphreys is a local lad, he's from Oldham originally. Was at Bury in his younger years. Well, Phillips to take this free kick. Recent signing from Barnsley. Phillips plays the ball down the line to Torre. Looks like a little bit of a training ground move this, and it might bear fruit for Bradford, but Salford defend. And Langstaff getting the ball clear there, almost finding the eye with the perfect clearance. But here's Torre playing the ball infield. Phillips getting the ball to Cartwright, to the trialist midfielder. Back goes to the trialist defender. Into Cartwright. Cartwright turns outside of his boot, looking for Torre. Gets the ball here. Passing from Bradford, but the final pass there down the line cut out by Adioluwo, and Powell plays it back to his goalkeeper. Ooh, and an awkward clearance there by Norris, but falls favourably for Powell. Deflection. Powell doing well here to keep hold of the ball under pressure. Wins the ball well with a sliding challenge. Langstaff getting the ball to Molyneux, who now can make his way down this right hand side. Torre for company though. Molyneux holds it up into Butcher. Butcher taking things over now into Sesse. Sesse there almost controlling the ball, but they're coming over is Joe Wright to clear it. Turton with the throw-in to Aluwo. Turton, Butcher. And play for a throw-in to Bradford. Playing the ball down the line there to Nerfil, controlled it well. Can he get the better of Carson here? He can. Carson back in his face though. Nerfil not much time or room given to him there, and the mine now can bring the ball out, but he's dispossessed. Aimson comes over, can't get the ball to the young left back, out of play for a throw in on the halfway line. Here's Sesse to Butcher. Langstaff. Well. Right penalised there for a foul on Langstaff. Here's Sesse. Looking to feed that ball through there to Molyneux, but a good goalkeeping there from McCracken. McCracken then, delivering it long. There's Adialuwo to win another header. Powell receiving the ball there of Carson. Here's Butcher. Powell, Carson, good movement from the left back to Namai. Just dispossessed there, but gets Salford a throw in. Butcher takes quickly from back to Aimson, who in turn plays it back to his goalkeeper. Nice to Adialuwo, and Salford on the stretch, but getting the ball out here, passing it out. Doing well with that bit of quick passing there from Salford, but won back by Bradford. Here's Phillips playing the ball through here to Humphries. He snatches at it and drags his effort wide of the far post. Norris then with this goal kick. Luwo and now Turton. There's Phillips coming over to close the door. Going to Luwo, Turton. For company. Turton trying to trick his way past the former Salford player. Keeps the ball in play, or ball down the line there. The ball came off the Bradford player last. Butcher and Powell there with a loose bit of play. Picked up by Jackson. Up to Nerfel on the right hand side. There's the Charles defender joining in the play. Nerfel getting the ball back to Jackson. Jackson crossing the ball into the box. It comes off the top of the head of Turton. Gillespie inside there towards Cartwright. He commits the foul. Turton. And now Powell. Butcher. Powell looking for the ball to Namai. Butcher. First time pass to the left hand side to Carson. Carson with a ball into space for Namai to pursue. Just body checked out of it by Wright there and cleared by McCracken. Offside flag up.
Well done, well done.
Aimson looking to switch the ball. Finds Molyneux. Molyneux there trying to get the better Torre, but loses out. Gillespie with the no-nonsense clearance towards the halfway line here. As Humphries looking at the referee for a foul. Referee not interested. Abeson was looking forward, but moves backwards instead to Norris. Salford trying to keep the ball here and making their way into midfield, and well, as I say, fouled there. I suspect in a competitive game that would have been a yellow card there, but not in pre-season. Lindy Cartwright. There's Powell. Butcher back to Powell. To Sesse. Butcher. To Carson. Aimson. And here's Norris. And Butcher back to Aimson. As Bradford press forward here. Norris clears it towards Nimai. That's defended though by Nerfel and played down the line there. That's a good run by Jackson, who is found into the penalty area, crossed in towards the back post. Great goalkeeping there from Will Norris, as it looked like Humphries was just going to apply the finish there in the back post area. Well, Will Norris getting an hand to it and directing it away from danger. to the trialist defender. It's another ball looking for Nerfville this time. So referee just going to stop play here as Williamson just caught on the arm. Well, Emerson looks like he's going to be okay to continue, and throwing taken by Nerfville over on the far side. Two trialists there, passing the ball and getting it to Joe Wright. Here's Gillespie. Gillespie to Phillips, so first time pass to Torre, who's in space for a first time ball into the box, but that was watched there by Norris. It was a good ball in from Torre. Cleared down the line there by Gillespie. Ball's gone out of play though for a throw into Salford. Powell, right in the challenge there of Phillips, and well, the second ball picked up by Butcher, and Turton finding Sesse in a bit of space here, out to the left-hand side to Namai. That's good play for Kelly Namai, who beats his man, crosses the ball in towards the penalty spot, but everyone had made the move towards the 6-yard line and defended by Bradford, but not for long. Here's Namai crossing the ball in, blocked. It's going to be a corner to Salford. Kelly Namai and Joel Powell make their way over to the corner flag. It looks like Powell will take this, or maybe Namai actually, a short corner in the offing, maybe. Salford did score from a corner the last time they played here. That was against Dundee United a couple of, well, last Saturday, wasn't it? What can Powell do this time round from this left-hand side? In comes the cross now towards the near post, but that was defended by Humphreys. Jackson with his shoulder gets the ball back down that line, but there's Sesse to try and get the ball back towards Bradford's defensive line. However, Bradford do clear it. Norris out of his area on the half volley with a clearance and a good ball to find Namai. Namai is having a bit of joy in the last few minutes or so on that left-hand side, forcing another corner for Salford. So Namai then to take this corner from the left-hand side. Salford just mixing things up again, and the corner taking front. Taken short, here's Powell. Namai makes move for the return ball to Sesse in space. Sesse lining up a shot here, but that's well blocked. And charged down there by Humphreys. Here's Molyneux to Butcher. Butcher from the right-hand side. Lofted ball in. There's Namai, and just missing the post there was Adi Aluwo. Good play from Namai to get that ball back in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It was an awkward one for Adi though, who was trying to just connect with the ball, hoping for the best, and unlucky there not to find the net with that one. It was just missing the post. His improvised effort on goal. Goal kick for Bradford. Kraken playing the ball there to Gillespie. He has to go back to his goalkeeper. Some backpedaling here, and a nice header there to find Carson. Powell back to Aimson. Here's Norris to Aluwo. Aluwo under pressure and loses that to Phillips. Phillips gets the ball to Humphreys. Humphreys trying to find an opening for a shot here. Played back to Cartwright. Cartwright goes for goal. Cleared off the line. Twice cleared off the line there by Powell. Great defending from the midfielder. And can he launch a counter-attack here as he gets the ball to Callum Sesse? Sesse to Molyneux. Molyneux from the right to Namai. Off his right of his torso, really. And just couldn't direct it goalwards. But chances at either, and great defending from Joe Powell. And also all-round team effort there. It was looking ominous for a split second or two, but Salford got back in time to prevent the effort on goal. But then the effort did eventually come from the edge of the box, but there was Powell in the right place at the right time to get it off the line, not once but twice. Here's Sesse to Molyneux. Back to Turton. Turton will go back to Norris. And now Aimson to Carson. And now Powell with a first time ball down the left hand side, looking for Namai, but the trialist centre half gets to it first. It's an awkward one for him, but he does well to clear it. There's Powell to win it back and getting the ball to Sesse. Sesse to Molyneux. Molyneux just waits for the supporting runs. It's played back to Butcher. Butcher to Molyneux. Molyneux now into Turton. Back to Molyneux. First time cross into the box, but headed clear. Carson is there to head it back into the penalty area. Defended again for Bradford. Powell and Carson combine there to create another opening, this time in the left hand side. Here's Namai. Namai well defended by the trialist defender, however it will be another corner to Salford. Namai and Powell both over the ball once again on this left hand side for the corner to Salford. Got likes of Aimson, Butcher and Aluo all on the edge of the penalty area at the minute, looking to make their late moves into the Bradford box. Turton and Langstaff in the 6-yard box at the moment. In comes the cross now from the left hand side, looking for Adi Aluo, who certainly got up there, but was going to have to need a step ladder to get on that ball the way he was going. And now Bradford can bring the ball out. Can they launch a quick counter here? Molyneux gets the last touch on that ball, and Butcher can play it back to his goalkeeper. Here's Powell. Back to Norris. Torre. Picked up in midfield by Powell. And threads the ball through to Namai, who's challenged by Nerfield, but Salford gets the second ball but can't benefit from it. The pass just beyond Molyneux on this near side. Here's Cartwright, fouled there by Sesse. Free kick taken. Here's Nerfield. Pass there towards Jackson, read by Carson. And now Aimson. Nice ball to find Namai. And there's Carson in space, and Namai finds him. Carson crossing the ball in here, looking for Langstaff, but a bit too long, and McCracken catches. But again, Namai and Carson there, linking up well. There's Cartwright now. Humphries fouled off the ball just as Jackson was making his way over to the right hand side. Free kick to Bradford. We've played 27 minutes here, 0-0 the score, but chances at either end in this pre-season friendly, the last pre-season friendly of the summer for Salford. Here's Gillespie to Torre. Into Humphries, Phillips, Torre again. Torre, a give and go there with Humphries. Played into the trialist midfielder, back it goes to Torre. Torre on the ball, just waiting for some movement, gets it from Gillespie, first time ball in, cleared by Powell. On his first Cartwright, he lines up a shot that comes off Adioluwo. And can Salford launch a counter-attack here? That's good play from Langstaff to get the ball to Sese, to Namai, back to Sese. Sese checks in field, sliding challenge coming in there from the Charlie centre-back, who I think got enough of the ball to stop that attack going any further. But good link-up play from Salford, wasn't it? Good piece of defending there from the Charlie centre-half for Bradford. Here's Aimson to Carson. Infield to Namai. And now Butcher to Namai, who's finding more and more space as this half goes on. Deflected clearance there, finds its way to Carson. First time ball into the box. An awkward one for Wright. He did just enough. Butcher. Aimson. Carson was anticipating a run there from Namai, but Namai was a few yards off that. Carson putting the pressure on Nerfield here. Nerfield trying to get out of danger, and does. That's good play from the number 7 for Bradford, clearing it, and now a tussle going on between Adioluwo and Humphries, and a free kick given in Salford's favour. Another free kick given in Salford's favour. Butcher to Carson, back to Aimson, and back to Norris. Norris looking for Molyneux, but headed clear there by Gillespie. Butcher and Powell win the ball back. There's Turton. Powell and Sese. To Powell. Good ball into Namai. Namai getting the better of Cartwright here. Cartwright's not giving him up, but Namai carries on regardless. Namai just digs out a shot there at goal, but couldn't get the purchase and the effort comfortable for McCracken. Here's Gillespie, recent signing from Charlton. Playing it forward, there's Adioluwo getting to it, but here's Cartwright. Adioluwo with goal, back to his goalkeeper, but that was anticipated by Jackson, who receives the ball. Jackson to Phillips. Phillips with time goes for goal, but Powell putting the block in there, charging it down. Nerfield from the right-hand side and drills it towards the bottom corner, but just narrowly wide of the post. Outplay for a goal kick. Of nervy moments at the back for Salford in this opening half an hour, but in the end they've scrambled well to stop the danger from going any further on those couple of occasions where Bradford have pounced. Namai, Butcher looking for Carson, but Wright is over. Carson with the throw-in to Aimson. Now Norris. Norris will look for Molyneux, and Molyneux will get to this ball. That's a great pass by Norris, and a great bit of skill from Molyneux. Can he find a ball into the box? He certainly can, and here is that man Langstaff. An emphatic finish from Macaulay Langstaff there, but what play from Norris to find debutant Luke Molyneux. Good piece of skill from Molyneux on this near side. Good ball into the box there, well taken by Macaulay Langstaff.
Salford City, scored by number 9.
And in that position there, well, 3 games into his Salford pre-season, we know very well that Macaulay Langstaff isn't going to miss an opportunity like that. And a cracking finish. McCracken with no chance of stopping that goal. And just into the 32nd minute, Salford open the scoring here. Salford City 1, Bradford City 0. Macaulay Langstaff scoring his 4th goal in 3 games since joining the club. this pre-season. It's been a good start and an assist there in his pre-season debut for Molyneux. Fell in the back there on the mind, but we're carrying on regardless because Langstaff can get the ball to Carson. Powell back to Carson. Aimson. Nemai can turn. Oh, good stuff from Kelly Nemai. And Molyneux is making the run, but Bradford stop the ball. Here's Wright. To Cartwright. Cartwright will look for a ball there to Murfield. Murfield gets to the ball. Carson for company. And Carson there, doing well. Bradford do get a corner. So Toure to take this corner from the right hand side for Bradford. Played short here to Phillips. Phillips plays it into the box, but it's cleared by Ollie Turton. Murfield will recover possession, played back to his goalkeeper. He's looking for Gillespie there, and Gillespie does get a connection on it, which will keep the ball in play if it can be kept in play there, and is by Jackson. But Salford bring the ball out. Sesse, and does he commit the foul there? Yes, if we had to think about it for a second or two. Here's Cartwright. He's a new signing as well to Bradford squad this season, joining from Leicester. Cartwright on the ball now. To Wright, and now Gillespie. Toure on the ball, back it goes to Gillespie. Infield to Cartwright, to the Charles midfielder. Gillespie again. Toure. Play to Phillips. Phillips under pressure from Adi Aluo. Toure comes over to try and drive the ball forward, but Powell wins it back. Powell finds Nemai. Nemai here, tussling with Murfield. Jackson gets possession. Murfield on the ball on the right hand side. Murfield dips his shoulder to the byline, but back there is Carson. Carson, good defending. Now Langstaff. Langstaff just loses out there. Charles midfielder for Bradford, played square to this near side to Toure, former Salford man. Finds Phillips. Toure again. Into Cartwright. Cartwright thinking about a shot here, is he? No, plays it square to Jackson, dinks it over the top there for Humphreys, but cleared by Salford and defended by the Amis. However, Bradford on the ball. Jackson under pressure from behind there from Powell. Charlie centre half with possession for the visitors. Wright and Gillespie with the two centre halves with the ball to Phillips into Cartwright. There's Langstaff, good play from Langstaff there, just pickpocketing the midfielder. Molyneux to Turton. Turton into Sesse. Sesse holding it up, he's got Wright behind him. Does well to keep the ball and gets it to Butcher. Butcher with a good weighted pass down the left hand side for Nemai now. Salford look to build something from the left hand flank. Nemai beats his man, plays it square back into the box, but that's defended by Bradford, but Carson will get to the clearance. Here's Powell into the penalty area, cleared by Gillespie. No nonsense clearance there by Phillips, only as far as Powell, and Powell leashes a shot at goal. It's saved by McCracken. Here's Cartwright, Phillips. He's out play for a throw into Salford. Ollie Turton to take this throw in then. Turton. Finds Powell. Can't return it though. Into midfield where Humphries is. Humphries to the trialist midfielder. Here's Jackson. To Nerfil. Nerfil goes for the long ball. Looking for Phillips. But Turton is back there. There's Torre to bring the ball under control on this near side for the visitors. To Gillespie. Into Humphries, who can turn to the trialist midfielder, who's looking to get the better of Aimson, but Aimson did just leave his foot in there slightly as the trialist midfielder was looking to keep the ball going. Aimson protests, so the referee's not going to change his mind. It's a free kick to Bradford. So Stephen Humphries looks like he's lining up with this effort. Started his second season with Bradford after moving from Barnsley last summer. Looks like he's lined up this free kick here on his right foot. Humphries with this free kick then goes for goal. It's a well struck effort, but watched there by Norris, who got down to his left. A good save from the Salford keeper. Here's Gillespie. Looking for Nerfil. Nerfil will get to this ball. Nerfil now looking to get the better Carson into the box. That's a good ball in just over the head of Phillips. Cleared by Molyneux. Back into midfield where Cartwright is. Jackson. Back to the trialist defender. Back to Jackson on the right-hand touchline. Bradford looking to get this equaliser. So we're approaching the last 5 or so minutes of this first half here at the AIG Stadium. Salford with the 1-0 lead thanks to another goal from Macaulay Langstaff. Nerfil just waiting for some movement, gets it from the trialist midfielder. Does a good outside of his foot pass to Gillespie, who's thinking about an effort on goal there, and hits the ball over the Agecroft end and out of play for a goal kick. Here's Turton now. Turton, down the line it goes to Sesse. Can ball that, but ball to hand. I don't think it needs to be too close there to that ball. To be judged on ball, that's for sure. Free kick to Salford though for that foul by Torre on Ollie Turton. Here's Langstaff. Langstaff with a good ball looking for Nemai, but well watched by the trialist defender. Here's Wright to Gillespie to Cartwright. Goes square to the right hand side. Here's Nerfil. Back it goes to the trialist centre half. And Wright now just waiting. Chips it to his near side, but Gillespie being closed down there by Molyneux. Tremendous possession really. And there's Butcher to Turton. Lugo back to Norris. Aimson into Carson, who's playing in midfield at the moment, and as he fouled there, I think there was enough of the ball, but there's also a connection there with Carson. Carson in some discomfort here after that challenge, and Adi Luro just asking for the physio staff to come on, and now that's been seconded by the referee. Just a mention for Hayden Carson, the pre-season he's had on that left-hand side, and he's played so well, hasn't he, in the 4 games he's featured in. He's starting to have, you could tell early on in that game at Broadhurst Park, he was linking up well with Kelly Nemai, and Nemai picking up an injury soon into pre-season, but they've hit the ground running back again, haven't they, as Nemai back in the team today, and the pair of them have combined so well on that left-hand side. Bags of energy and pace and endeavour from the pair of them. And, thankfully Carson's back on his feet. But as we close in on half-time, we've got about 90 seconds left or so, plus any additional time. There won't be too much added on, I wouldn't have thought, though this stoppage is going to add that time on. But Salford with the 1-0 lead, thanks to a great move from Salford, with Norris playing it to Molyneux, and then Molyneux finding Langstaff in the penalty area and into the net. The ball goes with an emphatic finish from Langstaff to give Salford the lead. It's going to be a drop ball. As this is a friendly, I don't think it will be contested. But Langstaff back on his feet, able to continue, it looks like, which is good news. Here's Torres, we're back underway, closing on the half-time break here at the AIG Stadium. Cartwright into switch play to find Nerfil. Nerfil, the former Wimbledon man, heads the ball there to Jackson, to the trialist defender. Down the line it goes towards Nerfil, who's being watched there by Carson. Carson wins the ball back, plays it infield to Aimson. Forward it goes, Langstaff there on the stretch, getting the ball to Sesse, who in turn gets it to Molyneux. Molyneux now looking to have one last attack here before half-time, potentially Salford. Back it goes to Butcher. There's Aluwa. We've got a Bradford player down injured at the moment, that's Jackson, but we're carrying on. He's out of the pitch at the moment. Here's Aimson to Carson.
There'll be 2 minutes
Two additional minutes in this
minutes
first half. And into the first of those 2 minutes now. Here's Nemai. Salford a throw-in. Aimson. Carson there, loses out. It's Carson not giving it up. And a bit too eager there, giving away the free kick. Here's Gillespie. Torre on this near side. Back to Gillespie. To Cartwright. Cartwright now with the diagonal ball looking for Jackson. Jackson will head it back to Humphries. Humphries here lining up a shot from distance. Comes off Aimson. Nerfil there just dispossessing Nemai. Good back heel from Jackson. Back to Nerfil from the right hand side on his left foot. Crosses the ball in. And that's a very good header. A well directed header there from Adam Phillips to get Bradford an equaliser right on half time. It's a good ball in, wasn't it, from the right hand side, and it required a clever piece of heading there from Adam Phillips, who was all too willing to oblige, and Norris wasn't saving that one. And in added time in the opening half, Bradford City have got themselves an equaliser. It's Bradford City 1, Salford City 1 here at the AIG Stadium. I don't think there'll be too much left of this first half following that equaliser. Back underway. Turton to Sesse. And that is half-time here at the AIG Stadium, and Salford and Bradford going in one apiece. Macaulay Langstaff opening the scoring in this final pre-season friendly of the summer, following a great move from Salford. Norris getting the ball to Molyneux, the debutant to Molyneux, finding Langstaff in the penalty area, who produced an emphatic finish to beat McCracken. But right on half-time there was Bradford City getting themselves an equaliser thanks to a header from Adam Phillips, And that is half-time here at the AIG Stadium. We'll be back in 15 minutes. The second half of Salford City 1, Bradford City 1.
Salford City's next fixture here at the AIG Stadium is the first round of the Carabao Cup when we play host to Shrewsbury Town next Saturday, the 8th of August. That's a 3 p.m. kick-off. We then get our Sky Bet League 2 season underway with a short trip down south to play Barnet. Again, that's a 3 p.m. kick-off the following Saturday. In a fixture change, our first home Sky Bet League 2 fixture of the season against Chesterfield will now take place at 12:30 p.m. on Saturday the 22nd of August. Season tickets are now on sale for the upcoming season and can be purchased both online and from the club store on Moor Lane. The new Salford City Adidas away kit has been worn today, is now on sale and is selling in record numbers, so if you haven't already got your hands on one, you can do so this afternoon, and the club store will remain open after the conclusion of today's match. And for all further information, including fixtures, ticketing and retail, please visit the club's media channels.
Well, welcome back to the AIG Stadium as half-time is about to draw to a close. It looks like we're going to have a double change for Salford ahead of this second half. Looks like Odo is coming on, as is Carell Malcolm. Namai and Molyneux making way. I think safe to say every Salford fan will have been impressed with Molyneux and Namai in that first half. Plenty of endeavour and liveliness down the flanks for Salford. But, to show you the depth of the squad now, Odo and Malcolm coming on, and well, Odo, great start to his Salford career this pre-season, and Carell Malcolm coming back from injury, the development squad forward and winger, and he's looked lively in pre-season, hasn't he, Carell Malcolm? And he's on the pitch now for this second half, and we're back underway, and that's my fault. Malcolm dispossessed there, and it's Bradford back on the ball. Confirm the Bradford lineup in the second or two. It looks like they've made a couple of changes at half-time as well, which I'll confirm when I've got to grips with this second half and the lineups. It's a good ball though, isn't it, to find Jackson on this near side. Jackson, Carson in front of him, plays the ball back here to the trialist defender. Receives the ball again off Jackson. Leading field to Cartwright. And well, it looks like Gillespie's lined up a shot there. He does well, does the centre back. And the ball has worked its way to this near side as Jackson's cross is defended. Butcher, calm as you like, gets that ball to Powell. Langstaff, back to Powell. It's an awkward one for Powell, who did enough there to try and get the ball forward best he could. Captain clears it. It's Aimson. Enough on that to get the ball to Leroy. Norris up towards the far side, and that ball goes out of play. Well, one of the changes is Tariq Wright coming on that left-hand side. Gillespie there looking to switch play to this near side to Jackson, but that was defended. Odo on the ball. Odo fouled there. Free kick given. There's Turton now. Turton playing that ball through to Malcolm, who was pointing where he wanted the ball, but Gillespie comes over with a good sliding challenge there. There's Wright to the left-hand side to Humphrey. Humphreys plays the ball back here to Gillespie. He's passed down the line. He's blocked by Malcolm. And Malcolm crossing opportunity here from the right-hand side. In it comes towards Langstaff. It's a high ball. Langstaff got something on that, which almost found its way to O'Day, who could capitalise on it, but defended by visitors. But Salford haven't given this up. Powell, awkward one for the trialist defender there, and out of play for a goal kick. So I think two changes at half-time for Bradford. Nick Powell has come on, and Nerfville has made way, and we think Tariq Wright has come on for Ibu Toure on that left-hand side. So two changes apiece on this pre-season friendly before the Carabao Cup gets started next weekend for both sides. Here's Wright. Wright now looking to take on Turton, but there's Malcolm back covering. Malcolm looking to trick his way out of danger there, helped out by Butcher. Joe Wright to the trialist centre half, who plays the ball down the line here for Jackson. That'll play for a throw-in to Salford. Cartwright coming over to head the ball, returning it to Salford's back line, but that's too much on it. Out of play for a goal kick. Norris takes that goal kick now. Here's Adioluwo into Butcher in midfield as Butcher makes space for himself and plays it to Aimson. Aimson there trying to find Carson, but sold short a little bit. But the ball from Jackson is only as far as Powell, and Aimson now can play the ball to Odo, but Odo can't get to it. Here's Cartwright now. Cartwright. Odo back recovers well, and Sesse there trying to win the ball back, but can't do so. There's Powell playing the ball out to this near side. It's Phillips back to the trialist, chips the ball into space, but out of play. As I mentioned, the Carabao Cup next week for both sides. Salford hosting Shrewsbury Town. For Bradford, not too sure yet who Bradford have got. They await today's game between Rochdale and Tranmere Rovers. Last time we looked it was one apiece, but that game will be at Valley Parade on Saturday. And both teams looking for a bit of end of pre-season sharpness to go into those Carabao Cup matches next weekend. Here's Powell. Powell, nice ball to find Langstaff. Langstaff to Odo, but just behind Odo. Joe Wright lets the ball roll out, play for a throw. Here's Humphries. Looking for Wright. Here's Wright now making his way forward, looking to take on Turton and goes for the shot and drills it along the deck or along the 6-yard box, and that'll play for a goal kick. Well, here's the Trellis midfielder getting that ball to Humphries. Powell back to the Trellis midfielder. Out to Jackson. Jackson now with Odo in front of him. Odo gets a block on that, but will concede the corner. Well, Tyreek Wright coming over to take this corner for Bradford. Another player with a history of Salford. He'll be taking his corner now. In it comes towards the back post area. That's a good ball in there, and Salford just about get the ball clear. Trialist midfield on the corner of the penalty area, crosses the ball back into the box. There's Ollie Turton to clear it. Helped in its way by Powell. Odo gets the ball to Sesse. Was Sesse fouled there? The referee had a close look and a close think about it, and then gives the free kick to Salford. Powell was thinking about a clever free kick to Carson, but thought better of it. Here's Aluwo to Turton, to Sesse, to Butcher. Butcher beats his man. Down the line, finds Malcolm in loads of space. Malcolm now, can he find a white shirt in the box? It's cleared. On his fouls, Powell. Oh! Wow. Well, Joel Powell there. What a finish that is. My goodness. Powell struck that ball unstoppable, you have to say. Off the underside of the bar and in. Following some good work down the right hand side from Butcher and from Malcolm. Malcolm in loads of space into the box, and eventually it found its way to Joe Powell on the edge of the area. And he didn't outstrike that ball, didn't he? Joe Powell there with an emphatic levering of the ball into the roof of the net, the underside of the bar. Brilliant. So Joe Powell restoring Salford's lead. 54 minutes played here at the AIG Stadium. A tremendous strike from Joe Powell there. Here's Odo to Sese. Sese there, who nearly finds the ball to Langstaff. Here's Powell. Aimson. Luo to Turton. Was Turton fouled there? Yes, he was. Here's Langstaff. Turton gets the ball to Luo, keeps it in play. And now Norris to Carson. Carson moves in field now. The left back to Sese. Odo. Well, Carson's continued his run. That's great play. Oh, well, his ball into the box there was just beyond Langstaff. But again, it's good play. This time down the left-hand side for Salford. Got threats all over the place, haven't they, this Salford team this season. Good play from Aidan Carson once more. Ball falls for Butcher. Cartwright takes things over. He's been hacked at there a little bit, but we're playing on because here's Jackson now, who crosses the ball in towards the back post. And there was the substitute, Nick Powell, on the back post to finish that move off. It's a good ball in from Jackson. Enticing ball in. And the substitute Nick Powell there on the back post, on the stretch, to knock the ball over the line. And we're back level once again. Salford City 2, Bradford City 2 now. It's 57 minutes played here at the AIG Stadium. Certainly been a thrilling start to this second half. Good play again from Carson there, blocking the pass, but Bradford back on the ball with Jackson. Cracking now plays the ball down this near side, but Carson there to pick up possession for Salford. Powell back to Carson. Norris. Oh, Adiluo there, loses out to Humphreys. Humphreys gets the ball to Wright. Wright, back to Humphreys. Ball gets stuck under his feet a little bit, but Adiluo gets a challenge in there, but here's Bradford still on the ball with Cartwright. To the trialist out to the right hand side now. Jackson. Cartwright. And the trialist midfielder there clashing off the ball with Aimson. Referee comes over to stop that escalating. It's a good pass there by Gillespie into the box from Wright. It's testing one for Norris. Once again called into action on a ball into the box. He did the same in the first half, where his save deflected it out of danger, and well, having to do the same again now. It was a good ball in from the left hand side for Bradford. Well kept out by Will Norris. Cartwright takes the free kick to Gillespie. Charles midfielder to Cartwright. Good ball that, is it? No, just beyond Jackson, out of play. Langstaff here battling for the ball with Joe Wright. Here's Sese. Now Humphries takes over for the visitors. Humphries will play the ball into space, and I think he's offside there. No, the flag stays down against Phillips. Phillips tries to cross the ball in. Blocked by Carson. Corner ball. Corner's taken quickly. Salford caught on the heels here. Into the box it comes, but Ameson's there to head the ball clear. Good headed clearance that from Williamson. But Bradford now on the ball with Jackson. Powell crossing the ball in. It's a deep ball. Turton had to get something on it. Not as far as Humphries though. Humphries looking for a shot here. An opening for a shot. Played square to Jackson. Back to the trialist centre half. Who hits the ball over the away end there. You can see the travelling Bradford City fans who've made the trip over the Pennines for this final pre-season friendly. Saturday pre-season friendly.
Keep working, boys. Keep working. It's good.
Powell taking things over now. Powell finds Langstaff. Again, the referee just having a little think about it and then gives the free kick. Langstaff was being fouled. And as we've played 62 minutes, we're into the last half an hour. It looks like there's going to be a couple of changes, or I say couple, let's say several for now, changes for Bradford City. So we'll confirm that as and when it happens. Odo trying to get the ball to Langstaff. Butcher gets to it. Here's Carson to Ameson to Powell. Butcher. Ameson again to Aluwo. Norris to Turton. Turton will do well here. Loses out, but Norris will get to the second ball. Rolls it to the far side of his penalty area to Williamson. Here's Carson. Butcher. Odo. Dispossessed there by the trialist midfielder. Here's Gillespie. Wright making the move there. Again, appeals for offside, but the flag stays down. Wright on the ball. Supported here by Humphries. The shot takes a deflection and goes over the bar, out of play for a corner. Looks like Bradford are lining up 6 changes shortly. Before though that substitution, we are going to have this corner to defend. Adam Phillips over on the far side to take this corner. One arm raised from the midfielder. In comes the cross now, and Norris getting up there, punching it clear. Jackson from the right hand side will get the ball back into the 6-yard box, but well watched by Will Norris. Here's Carson to Ameson, back to Carson. Carson plays the ball in field, but loose ball to Cartwright. And Humphries there nonchalantly tries to play the ball through the middle into the penalty area, but beyond the trialist midfielder. Here's Turton to Malcolm. Infield to Butcher. Butcher having to fight for that ball. It'll be a free kick to Salford. And the referee just pausing proceedings for the substitution now. Or several. It's going to be Pennington coming on and Sarcevic, and in fact we'll cover it off when the players in question touch the ball, but we've got 6 or so substitutions happening right now for Bradford. Ben Alexander there will be, I think, satisfied with some of the performances he's seen in that opening hour or so, and just some changes. Most of these players actually played against Preston North End in Bradford's last friendly, and I think that was a win for Bradford in that game against Preston North End. So despite those changes there, it's still going to be a strong Bradford team that Salford are playing for the remainder of this game. Well, we're back underway. Here's Aimson to Odo. Back it goes to Aimson. Aimson with plenty to do here, but manages to find that ball to Sesse, and Sesse turns his man really well, but then he's fouled there by Connolly. Free kick taken by Butcher. Here's Odo. Salford keeping the pace going here. Odo to Powell, just beyond Carson and out of play. Jackson then with this throw-in. A few players who've stayed on following that substitution, round of substitutions there from Bradford. Odo fouled. Back it goes to McCracken, the goalkeeper, who clears it. Right, just to confirm some of those substitutions, certainly the players who've come on, Connolly, Sarcevic, Baldwin, Poynton, Swan and Pennington. So a couple of substitutions left for Graham Alexander, including substitute goalkeeper Walker, Beasley and Lunn still available, plus another trialist. But here is Sarcevic. That's a good ball by Sarcevic, looking for Wright, but the keeper just inside his area there. Will Norris to pick up the ball. So it's just closed down by Wright. Turton with the throw-in. Sesse looking for Malcolm, but that's out of play. Turton under pressure from Tariq Wright, gets the free kick. Malcolm getting the ball to Sesse, Sesse being held there. And again, it's one of those fouls which I think next Saturday would get you a yellow card, certainly, but not in a pre-season friendly. Although the trialist having another go there to tempt the referee, but we're playing on. Langstaff to Malcolm. Malcolm on the right-hand side, back to Langstaff, to Turton. Turton just waiting for more support, gets it from Powell. Back to Turton, to Malcolm. Close quarter stuff from Salford, to infield, down the line to Powell, infield to Butcher. Back to Malcolm. Butcher finds Aimson. Aimson finds Powell. Powell, that's a great ball to find Odo. The angle's tight for Odo, might go for the cross. Takes a block there off Jackson. But what a ball that was from Powell to find Odo. Good play from the midfielder. Odo get in Salford a corner. So corner ball on the left hand side. Powell and Odo over this. In fact, Odo's leaving it. So Powell on his left foot will cross this ball in. He drives the ball in, takes the deflection. There's appeals there for handball, but nothing doing. Norris up in the air it goes. Headed forward there, and it's a nice play by Powell, getting the ball back into the midfield area. Here's Wright to Connolly, and now Swan back to Wright, and back it goes to the Bradford goalkeeper. Now the trialist defender here. Aimson breaks up play. Carson into Butcher. Aimson. Powell. Carson. Aimson once more. And Adioluro to Turton. To Malcolm. Malcolm tricks his way inside there, but is dispossessed. The pass read by Baldwin. Baldwin now out to the left-hand side. Baldwin's carried on his run, but Swan keeps it and plays it to the trialist. And here's Poynton. Poynton being pressed out here by Carson. And it should be a throw-in to Salford, but it's gone the way of Bradford. It's 50-50 really, that call. Jackson to take it. Here is Jackson, back to the trialist. Salford win the ball back, did it? No, it's going to get played here by Sarcevic into Swan. Swan though can't get to it, out of play. It's going to be a goal kick to Salford. Well, 2-2 the score here between Salford City and Bradford City. So we're into the last 18 minutes here at the AIG Stadium. Odo and Carson there, and Powell trying to combine to break out down this near side, but out of play for a throw-in. Sarcevic and Jackson there, into the air it goes, but Adioluro wins the header, but Sarcevic wins it back off Powell. And now here is Poynton, but that's going way over the bar, but it takes a deflection on the way. So corner to Bradford. Bobby Poynton, Bradford lad, looking to take this corner. Taken short, here's Wright to Jackson, first time ball into the box, and there's movement there on the back post, comes off Aimson, and the trajectory of the ball kept going. However, the offside flag is up against Aidan Baldwin, who applied the finish there, but in an offside position. Free kick to Salford, and the goal is disallowed, and that's there's a quick free kick taken there by Norris to release Odo. Odo holds it up now. Infield to Butcher. Butcher, good first touch, but challenge from behind and dispossessed by Powell. Malcolm and Tariq Wright here, tussling for the ball, out of play. It's going to be a throw into Salford. Back to Norris, and here's Carson. Carson makes his way forward into the centre circle to Sesse. Sesse just leaves the ball behind there, but fouled as he stretched for the ball by Connolly. Free kick taken by Aimson, but Malcolm there's not going to get on that, out of play. Powell wins the ball back, but unfairly. Jackson now receives that ball, or does he? Yes, he does. He keeps it in play. Good stuff from Jackson on this right-hand side to the trialist defender. Here's Sarcevic to Jackson. Sarcevic makes the move and crosses the ball in. Butcher blocks the cross. Corner once again to the visitors. And a couple more substitutions for Bradford City. It's like Jake Beasley's coming on, another Bradford player with Salford connections. And Oscar Lunn is also joining us, another Bradford City youngster. Jackson departs, he's had a good game, the number 19, and also making way is Nick Powell. So, corner to Bradford. Plenty of movement on the back post there for Salford to defend. In it comes towards that back post, and there was Will Norris catching that well. Throwing it to Butcher. He has to check a little bit and gets it to Ollie Turton. Turton into the feet of Langstaff. Sesse looking for Malcolm. Malcolm will slide and plays that ball into the centre circle, but only as far as Swan. Swan now takes over on that left-hand side. Here's Pennington. Pennington driving forward. Swan still on that left-hand flank. Can cross this ball in, can it? Comes off Turton. There's Pennington to Sarcevic. Couple of deflections and easily caught by Will Norris. Here's Odell. To Butcher. Powell to Aimson. Norris keeps the ball moving to Turton, who's under pressure from right. Throw into Salford. It's like Josh Osterfield. He's going to be coming on in a second or two. For Salford, a change in midfield it looks like. And it's Josh Osterfield coming on for Matt Butcher. Both players have scored in this pre-season. Josh Osterfield scoring the last time Salford were at the AIG Stadium against Dundee United last Saturday. Looking to score again if he can. Just a reminder, it's 2-2 the score at the moment as we're into the last 12 minutes here at Moor Lane. Turton with the throw. Down the line it goes. Returned there by Pennington and out of play. Is Aluo. So a few players there descending on that ball, and Bradford the beneficiaries, but only for so long. Here's Osterfield with his first touch, getting the ball out to Malcolm. Malcolm can't get the better of Pennington. Osterfield winning the ball there off Poynton and out of play. Beasley looking to get on this ball, heads it in field, comes off Osterfield, but only finds Sarcevic. And here's the Charles defender now. Out to the right hand side now to Lunn. Lunn holds it up, back to the Charles defender, infield to Sarcevic. Sarcevic now back to the Charles defender, played infield. And there was Connolly playing it back to his defensive line. Ball in, Sarcevic, and was Lund fouled there? The referee says not, it's going to be a throw-in. Here's Aimson now. Deflects the pass down the line into Odo. Throw into Salford. Aimson back to his goalkeeper. Awkward one for Norris. Here's Aimson now. Aimson in the left back position, plays it towards the halfway line, but there's Pennington, but his header is to Malcolm, who has Poynton right behind him. He thought about a foul there, but he's going to play on. Here's Wright on the ball. Malcolm's still down injured. Wright continues down the left-hand side for the visitors. Support there from Pennington and Connolly. Connolly again, and the referee will stop play. Corell Malcolm still down injured here. As the physio staff come onto the pitch. So just enough time while we've got stoppage here to remind you all that the competitive season starts next Saturday here at the AIG Stadium as Salford welcome Shrewsbury Town in the Carabao Cup. It's a 3 o'clock kick-off here at Moor Lane, and for ticketing information you know the website salfordcityfc.co.uk for more details. But it's been a decent pre-season for Salford City. 3 wins from 3 before this afternoon's game. 2-2 the score at the moment against a very good League One side in Bradford City. Two of the new signings for Salford scoring this afternoon. Carl Langstaff, who else, to open the scoring for Salford, and Joe Powell with a brilliant finish from distance. Just coming off the underside of the bar into the top corner. But Bradford getting the equalisers in this game, and 2-2 the score at the moment as we're closing in on the final 7 minutes of this pre-season. Malcolm just making his way off the pitch here. Looks like he's going to be okay to continue though, which is good news. So will be a drop ball for Tariq Wright, won't it? It's over on that far side. Here's Wright on the ball. So Salford temporarily down to 10 players. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin looking to find Lunn. And heads it infield here, looking to get on that ball again. Appeals for high boot, but referee shakes his head. Baldwin out to Wright with a good ball, who takes it down well. Former Salford man receiving the ball again and nutmegging Sesse, but Sesse was there to clear it, only as far as Connolly. Baldwin chips it out to this near side, once again looking for Lunn. Lunn brings it down well. Here's the trialist defender, Sarcevic, getting involved. And was that a foul by Osterfield? The referee says yes. As Corell Malcolm is back onto the pitch, so Salford will be back to 11 players to defend this free kick. It'll be Wright to take it. Odo, the one-man wall at the moment for Salford. So, Wright swings the ball in and looking to catch Norris out at his near post there, but Norris just getting down to his left to stop that ball. Palms it just wide of the near post, and now play for a corner. Audacious stuff there from Tariq Wright. He's going to be taking this corner now. He's got Bobby Poynton not too far away, but he's going to cross this ball into the box instead towards the back post, but caught well by Will Norris. Launch it towards Odo. Comes off Poynton. It's going to be a throw-in to Salford. Odo with the throw. To Carson. To Aimson. Here's Carson, infield, and a give and go with Powell. It's good play between those two. Well taken by Sesse. Osterfield just pushes the referee out of the way. I'll have that, thank you very much. And here's Sesse to Turton, to Malcolm. Malcolm, this is good stuff from Salford. Down the right-hand side, Sesse keeps the ball well. Malcolm crossing the ball into the box. Odo nearly gets to it. Carson will recover things. Here's Powell. Carson once more. Powell, first time ball to Odo. To Osterfield, it's going to be a 50-50 contested here, but Osterfield comes out the winner. Aluo and Turton getting the ball to Malcolm. Malcolm on the right hand side now. Turton busting and got on the overlap, but Malcolm keeps the ball, crossing the ball in. It's going to be a corner to the Amis. Good stuff from Salford though. Well, we're approaching the last 3 minutes here. So corner on the right hand side, Powell to take. Should be a left footed in swinger. Plenty of movement here from Salford in the Bradford box. In comes the crossing out towards the near post, but a very good header out of danger there from Swan. Nice ball there. Langstaff looking for the run of Malcolm. Malcolm receives the ball. Can he cross the ball in? Well, he can, but too much on the cross, out of play. Well, it's going to be a substitution here, and Carson comes off, Longello comes on. Well, Longello can play on the wing, of course, and can play full-back as well, and that's what he's been asked to do in the closing stages of this friendly, as we're now quickly approaching the last minute of the 90. Here's Longello. Odo. Sesse. Can Salford craft one last opportunity here in this pre-season and score the winner? Here's Malcolm trying to cross the ball in, but well defended by Wright. Salford get a throw in though, which Ollie Turton will take. Well, Salford lose out, and here comes a run forward here from Beasley as the challenge is coming in. Beasley will get a throw in though for Bradford. Here's Aimson. We've got 2 additional minutes.
There'll be 2 minutes of additional time, 2 minutes added time.
Osterfield to Malcolm. Bradford back on the ball. Malcolm trying to put the challenges in there, but it's out of play for a throw-in. Here's Sarcevic. Bradford got one last attack in them before the end of this game. No, Malcolm breaks it up. Here's Langstaff to Osterfield. Bradford win the ball back though. Good ball, isn't it? Out towards Wright. Wright will do well though to keep it in, and he puts a great ball into the box, and there's Beasley getting up, but can't direct his header on target. It just goes wide. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, we are into the last minutes of the additional 2 minutes. Looks like it's going to be an unbeaten pre-season for Salford, rather than a 100% winning one. But well, Bradford might look to change that now. Aluo got something on that, which was important in the end. Aimson plays it back to Norris. Norris slices his clearance. Here's Lunn. Sarcevic crossing the ball in here. Ollie Turton heads it clear as far as Pennington, and now Wright looking to cross this ball in. Pennington will cross the ball in, but Adi Luro heads it clear, and that is full time, and that is pre-season, and Salford end pre-season with a draw. So across the 4 games, 3 wins and 1 draw, but a very good performance for Salford City to end pre-season with this final draw of the summer. 2-2, it's finished, and 2 very good goals from Salford in this final pre-season friendly, with that man Macaulay Langstaff opening the scoring partway through the first half. It was good distribution from Will Norris to find debutant Luke Molyneux, who took it really well on the flank, and then getting the ball to Langstaff, who finished as only Langstaff can. It was a great finish from Langstaff to open the scoring in this friendly, but Bradford City scoring equaliser right on half-time. Adam Phillips scoring that goal to see both sides level at the break. However, Salford retook the lead, and Joe Powell, what a finish this was, an emphatic finish into the top corner. Well taken goal following some good work down the right-hand side with Malcolm involved as well, but Joe Powell scoring in pre-season, and scoring today here for Salford City at Moor Lane to give Salford the lead, but that lead only lasted a couple of minutes or so, because Nick Powell off the bench scoring an equaliser, Bradford's second equaliser of the afternoon, and ultimately that's how this game has finished, 2 apiece. So that's pre-season. Next up for Salford, it's back to competitive football as Salford City next weekend welcome Shrewsbury Town here to the AIG Stadium for the Carabao Cup game. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, and for previews, ticketing information and all that palaver, head over to the club's website in the week at salfordcityfc.co.uk for more details. But a big thank you for joining me here on YouTube throughout pre-season. A big thank you to Berkey, our cameraman, big thank you to Will, and a big thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all on